people based on their preferred activity, place, and time, while helping also local business to grow, so to attract more customers and to retain more customers, and get data or local consumer behavior that is better than particular local or TripAdvisor even, because we are cheaper, of course, and because it gives a wider range of activity selection, and while providing more cost-effective solution for local business decision. I will explain you in details what it is. So, this is our team. We are actually a young company. It's just 7 months old, so it's a startup. We're a really startup, and I'm the CEO. As I said, I already worked in the fintech industry and the telco industry. Then we have a CTO that is sitting over there, still coding maybe. I'm Murat. Then we have a legal advisor also sitting somewhere there or taking video. Okay. Then we have a designer. She's also participating in our acceleration program here in Lisbon. And then we have Maria, who is in Italy at the moment, working for Fabrica. I think everybody knows, but she's working also for our business. So, the problem that we are trying to solve. How many of you have traveled alone for business or leisure in the last year, let's say? Okay, so basically within the industry that we are targeting, which is the traveling industry, solo travelers, alone travelers, is the fastest one. So it's basically very interesting. Also, Professor Bianchi is from Australian University, made a very good research about solo travelers and found out that people now are traveling more often alone, not because they are alone, but because they want to. They want to be free, they want to discover new things alone, they want to meet new people when they travel. And they might be also married, or they might have a relationship, so they are not just single. There are people, normal people, who just want to have freedom, they want to relax and discover new things around the world. And one of the biggest constraints of those people is that, of course, they are traveling alone, so even when they go to a restaurant, it's kind of awkward when they go alone. So even when you sit in and go to a restaurant, first of all, it's awkward. Second of all, it might be more expensive even when you book a hotel, for example. And there is also the problem of luggage, and of course, the opportunity to meet new people is one of the reasons they are doing this. And okay, this is our solution. So we have built a mobile application. As I said, in a very short time. It's not in the market yet, but it will be available soon. We are gonna test in Lisbon as well, hopefully France later on. And what we do, of course, we provide freedom to people, so they can choose whenever they want, when they travel, what they want to do. So that we have a wide selection of activities, so you can select eat and drink, so you can discover new restaurants, cafes and pubs and bars. Then you can visit museums, art and culture. Museums is actually one of the reasons why I decided to build this up, because when I was in Berlin, I wanted to visit a museum. I was in a business trip like you guys, but nobody wanted to come with me, because I didn't know anyone, and museums, it's kind of boring for some people, so I couldn't find anyone, and at the end I didn't go. Clubbing is also one of our competitor actually, which is particularly local, is targeting only this section. And sport and leisure, of course, we talked about sport even before, so it's also interesting part for our community, the fact that people can practice sports. So as I said, it's a completely free mobile app for users, so you don't have to pay anything. Not now, there is no freemium model, it's just free, completely free of charge. And one of the reasons why we're doing this is also because we bring safety to people. So if you think about any dating websites that we are not trying to do with happening, there is a lack of safety, because you can chat with a person, you don't know the person, and the person can say, oh, let's meet at that corner of the street, which is not really safe. In this application, we give you the exact place, which is a public place. So it can be a restaurant, can be a pub, can be a club, can be, so there are people around you, so you feel safer. Plus, we provide a show-up rate, so we know if the other person is a reliable person. So because when you meet the other person, you can basically click if the person came to the meeting or not. So according to that rate, people can also choose who to invite, who not to invite. And review, of course, like in other places like couchsurfing, you will have a review of the person. So how does it work? First of all, of course, you need to download, you need to create a profile, and then you basically select the activity you want to do. And we have 4 main categories: eat and drink, sport and leisure, art and culture, and clubbing. Then you choose the place. We are taking all the information from other websites like TripAdvisor, for example. So we put all the places. We're going to put all the places in the app. So you have a wide possibility of selection, and there is also a discount possibility if the place, of course, is registered with us. We provide also the price range, so all the information that you also find in other platforms. But we also give you the fourth step, which is, of course, the person with whom to go. Who is maybe interested in going to the same place. Let's say you want to go to eat sushi, and you find a person who wants to go to eat sushi at the same time, at the same restaurant maybe. Or anyway, you can still choose a different restaurant that the other person chooses. Okay. So far, we have launched in a very short time. We built a website. We built that you can visit, of course, up.com. And then we actually made an application, which is as well still in beta. And this is so far what we got. Without any spending in marketing, we already got 444 visitors. Most of them from Estonia, because we are located there. Then United Kingdom, Portugal, United States, and Russia. I hope after this presentation we also get someone from France. We have so far collected 35 users in beta. We launched a beta closed version, so it's among basically friends and people that we know. And they've created so far 140 activities in Estonia, and they are pretty happy in what we do. So, of course, we have many competitors, but they are not doing exactly the same thing like we do, but they are kind of similar. So we have a Meetup, Party with a Local, One to Appen, which is, I think everybody of you knows, it's a French application, which is rapidly growing in France. How about we, Spontax, Sparkers, Mastiff, which are our direct competitors. Indirect, we have Foursquare, Swarm, Couchsurfing, Tinder, OkCupid, Super, Meeting, too. But those things that like Tinder or even Appen, they are really focused on dating. We don't want to do that. So we are trying to make also separation when a person logs in through Facebook, if the person is interested in friendship, and through LinkedIn, if it's a business networking. So we will know also the intention of the person. So this is our canvas model. That's what we did during our acceleration program. So on the right side, we have the customer segments, which is locals, expats, Erasmus, business travelers like you guys, local business, and new business owners. Why new business owners? Before opening a restaurant, many people, they don't make any market research because they're expensive, guys. They are costly basically 10,000, 15,000, really depends. So what we provide also in addition is market research for restaurants and other business. So we tell them where is the best location, where there was the highest demand for a certain product in the city. So if there was the highest demand in a certain area, we tell them, look, this was the best area so far in the past months where people are more interested in going to a restaurant or to a coffee. So all of this project is called Smart Cities. It's a new trend that is growing faster. So how we make money, right? I think everybody is interested about this part. We provide subscription plans, starting from standard, which is pretty cheap, with 4 euros 99. You can get already a business profile, a loyalty program, booking notification, because of course when we meet, we send a notification immediately to the restaurant, say, oh, at this time, those people are coming at your place. So we are going to integrate this booking in the system, like we have advanced solution for others that we provide also 5 free bookings and monthly reports for 15 years premium. And we give basically competition analysis in addition and advertisement in social media. And for 40 euros, people can get also the free to organize events, and we are going to promote those events. How it started, as I said, we started in November in Berlin. I was alone, I was traveling like you guys, but you're in groups, so it's different. And in December, we already had a prototype ready. In Garage 48 is basically something like similar to this, Fabrica, but in Tallinn, in Estonia. In January, we started validating in Tallinn our product. So we went to interview restaurants, people in the street, like we did in Lisbon as well, and we got a very strong validation, especially from restaurants. In February 2016, we have already registered the company in Estonia. It's really fast, not like in Italy or Bulgaria and France. In 5 minutes, you can build a company basically online. And in March 2016, our validation was completed, so happening was official work. And in May 2016, we had already our app. It's not launched yet in the market, but it's ready. Then in June 2016, we are here, and in July, this program will end. And of course, these are something that might not interest you guys, but anyway, it's where we are at the moment. We are in the really first step with a really little budget. We managed to build an application, a website, we built a company, we built a team, and we hope to grow in this way. Of course, such business, like like Andres Market said in the beginning, scalability is the most important factor. Because if you can grow fast before others, you can be profitable. Otherwise, it's not so easy, let's say. So, that's us, and if you have any question in Italian or in